Welcome agents. With the year 1 episodes being revealed in more detail at E3 yesterday, we got a lot more information from Ubisoft about episode 1, including a new mastery system, and we learned more about episodes 2 and 3 as well. Now today I want to cover it all, so please hit the like button below if you enjoy this one, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications to never miss a video. With that said, let's get into this. In yesterday's video, I showcased everything from Ubisoft E3 conference, which included 2 new trailers for all 3 episodes. Now, if you haven't seen that, I'd highly recommend you do. With that, Ubisoft released 2 intelligence annex articles on the official Division 2 website, which detailed more information on what we can expect from episode 1, DC Outskirts Expedition, so I just want to get right into these. Now, first up, let's take a look at Expeditions, a new feature coming with episode 1. Now, this is what the article had to say. Expeditions are free events that bring players to unexplored locations around DC to discover new narrative and gameplay opportunities. These sites offer unique challenges and lore not found anywhere else, new collectibles, treasure rooms, environmental puzzles, unique boss mechanics, and more await every agent who embarks on our expeditions. A new mission will appear on the HUD to get you started. Visit the helicopter pilot at the base of operations to unlock the expedition site. Alternatively, players can fast travel to the site via the game map. Now, I just want to clarify, this isn't right now. This will be coming as part of the Expeditions episode 1, which is coming out in July of this year. So to me, this looks like a very hefty bit of PvE content. And what excites me most about this has to be the mention of unique boss mechanics and environmental puzzles. Now, I think the Division 2 was at its best when everyone was trying to solve the riddles required to spawn the hunters and collect their masks. That for me was when I was most engaged in the PvE content of the game. Now, that's not for everyone, of course, but for me, that and the raid, of course, were when I was most engaged with the game. Now, if the devs can pull off something similar, I think that would be really cool. And as you saw from the few screenshots included in this video, there will be a whole host of new environments, and they all just look unbelievably beautiful. I expect nothing less from this new update. Moving on, and here's the breakdown of the expeditions. A full expedition site consists of 3 locations, each having a specific theme and tone. Each location releases one after another, eventually building to a complete expedition site. If you haven't completed a location before the next one becomes available, don't worry. The previous location remains open to explore. We want everyone to take the time to dig into the new elements featured in each location to discover all of its hidden secrets. Completing all 3 locations grants access to an exclusive treasure room full of rewards. So this does sound interesting, and I like that each site consists of a different theme and tone. It kind of reminds me of the Underground from the Division, so maybe this is the Division 2 equivalent of that. Of course, the rewards will have to be worth the time invested here, but before we get into those, let's take a look at the mastery system tied to this new feature. In addition to exploration, we have an additional challenge layer associated with expeditions, the mastery system. These optional, replayable challenges become available after players have completed the story playthrough of a location. Measured in bronze, silver or gold ratings, players are tasked with completing challenges tailored to each specific location. Performance is also measured on the individual level as opposed to groups, so your payout will be a direct result of your own effort. The higher the rating earned, the greater the rewards. So this to me cements the idea of an Underground 2.0. It's obviously not the same, but having a varying degree of challenges offering a different amount of rewards depending on how you do reminds me of the modifiers from the Underground in the Division. The main difference for this would be how performance is measured. Here it appears to be measured on an individual level rather than a group level, which for me personally, I think that's a great addition. Not that I'm known for backpacking, but I know a lot of people will be happy that their own performance will be rewarded rather than the group. We've all been there, we've all been in a group where we've absolutely decimated the enemy and your group have not done anything, so for that situation, this is perfect. And as it says, it rewards you personally and not the group, and I think that's a good thing. So let's move on and see what Ubisoft have to say about rewards. Complete expeditions in their entirety, achieving gold mastery and accessing the final treasure rooms to earn a variety of rewards. Be sure to complete as many challenges as possible to earn the maximum number of rewards. Don't forget to pick up the loot dropped by enemies along the way. So no exact details as of yet on what rewards we can expect, but I'd think that with episode 1 there will be some sort of gear score increase. There might be some loot or certain gear specific stuff that are tied to this. Maybe an exotic is tied to this specific feature. I don't know. Now, this video isn't about the state of the loot, but I do have to say this. If loot is not looked at before this goes live, many people might not see the point of repeatedly playing this. Of course, people are going to play it, but they might not repeatedly play it, which is what this is all about. Or they might not attempt to go for gold mastery, for example, which would really be a shame. So let's hope the devs look at the loot before this goes live. Anyway, moving on, and with episode 1, Ubisoft confirmed the release of 2 new main missions: Manning National Zoo and Camp White Oak. Now, starting with National Zoo, this is what they had to say. Emmeline Shaw, the leader of the Outcasts, has fallen back from her defeat on Roosevelt Island and barricaded herself deep in the zoo. To get to her, you will need to fight through the blockades and the outcasts who protect her to put an end to her violence. As you hunt for Emmeline Shaw through the rich and dense environment of the zoo, you will confront the outcast leader and her followers in a grand battle. Do you have what it takes to bring down these ferocious leader and her faction supporters? There are also infographics dotted about the terrain that yield useful information about the many species that reside here, including pelicans, crocodiles, monkeys, and more. Now, while Shaw is your number 1 priority, these details are available for everyone to explore. To launch this mission, you will need to be briefed by the helicopter pilot outside of your base of operations. So from this, all I can take really is that we're going to get a mission to find the outcast leader. We're going to have to take her on, and there's going to be some cool new animals included in this. I'm really looking forward to the pelicans, the crocodiles, the monkeys, and all of that other stuff. I think that's going to be really, really cool. So the details on the National Zoo, at this point, that's all we've got. Now let's move on to Camp White Oak, and this is what it says. The Black Tusks and the leader have set up a strategic position close to an estate nestled deep in the woodlands, and your assignment is to take them down and capture him. As you fight the ruthless and technologically advanced Black Tusks, you will tread through beautiful woods and scenic landscapes with lakes, hillsides, and a rich wildlife. The fight will reach its peak at the cabins where the leader is residing. To access this mission and initiate the operation, you will need to have reached World Tier 5 and completed Tidal Basin. Once this has been completed, the helicopter pilot outside your base of operations will be waiting for you. So that's Camp White Oak. There isn't a lot here about the missions, but I think it's better the devs leave it there so we can actually experience the missions for ourselves. I don't want to know too much, and I think this gives us enough to understand what we're going to be doing, and that's fine by me. So what do we know for sure about these episodes? What we know is that we are heading outside of Washington D.C. in episode 1 to try and hunt for President Ellis, where we will come across the leader of the Outcasts. Episode 1 will release in July, and the Year 1 pass holders will get 1 week early access before it launches to all players, and that also is for episode 2 and 3 as well. Now in episode 2, Pentagon, The Last Castle, you will get 3 new main missions inside of the Pentagon, and the second 8-player raid will drop. This is due to release in fall of this year. And lastly, episode 3, Coney Island Homecoming, will take us back to New York City, where we confront a nemesis who is trying to spread the green poison. My guess would be Aaron Keener, finally, and I cannot wait. So this is everything we know so far about all 3 episodes. So what else? Now, for anyone interested in playing The Division 2 for free, this weekend, June 13th to June 16th, you will get a chance to do that. You are able to preload the game as of right now, and on screen are the times the servers go live for your particular region and when they close. More information can be found in the description below. In case you did miss my video yesterday, we've got some more news on The Division movie. Now, Ubisoft have confirmed that Netflix will be making The Division movie, and it will be directed by David Leitch, the director of Deadpool 2. There's no more news than that, but what I can expect is that we're going to get more very, very soon. Now, to end the video, I want to leave you with both trailers for The Division 2 released by Ubisoft yesterday. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy. Let me try with pleasure.
We had the training. We fought to protect the weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice. If we don't stop him, there will be nothing left to save.